this is about where you should be with your map right now. So you should have this PA risk assessment inputs feature data set, which you've imported the necessary data to. So the roads layer, which you downloaded from Data BC, population from Simply Analytics, the properties, and the shelters, which both were from Port Alberni data set that I provided you, along with the water bodies and the raster that I provided you with in the Module 5 project. And you should have run this inundation zone model with the reclassify set to 10, not 5, like I initially gave it to you. So you should have that, and then the intermediary steps also get saved in your geodatabase. So your geodatabase is going to get quite full in this module just because it's going to run some different processes. But you can see that the inundation zone definitely covers some of the properties. We've got the shelters here, the roads, properties, and the population data. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up and create a new model to see explicitly which parts of this layer impact other layers in the map. So we can expand this module5.tbx or toolbox. You'll see the inundation zone model that I provided you with. Now, if you right click and select new model, you can create a new model. And so the first step that we want to do with this model is identify which roads, I'll turn everything else off, are at risk for flooding. It'd be pretty easy to do. It's just one step involved. So we go to the model. We can bring this inundation zone layer in here, our roads layer in here. If we go to geoprocessing under the analysis tab, we can click tools, and then we can just quickly search for clip. You can drag this over, analysis tool. And so with the clip in the other model, the inundation zone, I said it didn't matter which of the inputs was which, because all we were concerned with was getting the overlay. But with this one, it's very important to make sure that the clip layer is set properly. So we double click to open. And under input features or data set, you want to make sure that you go with PA roads. So again, they show up both times, twice here in the model variables and the table of contents variables. I like to work with the model variables just because it helps keep things a little more explicit. So I go with that one as the input features. And then the clip feature, that's going to be the cookie cutter, or I guess in this case, since it's a line layer, it might be more like a spaghetti cutter. You will choose the inundation. And then the output will be automatically named PA roads clip. We will rename that and call it PA roads flooding. We'll say flood. And click OK. Again, you can click auto layout to lay it out. And then you can click, well, if you want to right click and go add to display, this will add it to the display after you run the model. You can click run and see what happens. So we go back to our map, turn this layer off, and go ahead and turn this layer off. And this highlights the roads in Port Alberni that could potentially flood. So given a tsunami wave height of 10 meters and a 1 kilometer potential inundation zone, these are the resulting outputs.